Very good partnership by Gambia and Kohli. 79 off the 90 deliveries. Came in under pressure. Lost the two big names in Sehwag and Tendulkar, but they've managed to rebuild the innings. It's important that one, if not both, go on now and get a big score. Kumar Sangakkara calling the changes, getting Dilshan back into the attack, trying to create an opportunity. Dilshan, part-time spinner, but more than handy. He's just got this lucky knack of picking up wickets. He's not a big turner of the ball, but he's a clever bowler.
Beautifully played, back cut for 4.
India on course. The run chase. They've recovered well and more importantly looked at ease against the spinners. Not allowed the run rate to get up. They've rotated Muralidharan so far and picked boundaries every time.
In the air, gone, brilliant! Dilshan with the knack of getting wickets. He gets one here, a crucial one.
Well, Tilakaratne Dilshan has been brought back into the attack. He bowled one over from the other end. He's been brought back by Kumar Sangakkara to produce something, and that's exactly what he's done. The Sri Lankan flags are flying. The key wicket of Kohli, Dilshan bowling at full, Kohli getting a leading edge, and what a catch that is. He's a brilliant fielder, he's a brilliant batsman, and that is a brilliant breakthrough for Sri Lanka. Kohli goes 35 off 49 deliveries. India now 114 for 3.
Bit of a surprise here. Mahendra Singh Dhoni coming in ahead of Yuvraj Singh, coming in at number 5, and they need a captain's knock. He's got a higher score, 34 in the tournament. Those stats are pretty good, and he plays Sri Lanka well. Historically, he has played this attack really well. And his country needs him right now.
Well, Nas, I'd have to say that the strategy behind it would have to be to maintain the left and right hand partnership. And this is the wicket, the big wicket. What a stunning catch. Dilshan, renowned as a brilliant fielder, and that's why.
Oh, was there just half a chance there? An eventful over, 115 for 3. Don't think there was an edge there. Maybe half a stumping chance by given.
It's a very full pitch ball and misjudged by both keeper and batsman. Dhoni showing his intent. He's going to get on with it. He's going to play his natural game, and he can be devastating.
At the end of 22 overs, India 115 for 3.
That's the scorecard so far. Gambhir looking in really good touch, batting on 54. Kohli looked good for his 35. Early wickets for Malinga. It's a very important phase of the game.
There you see the promotion from the captain. He's moved up to number 5. Yuvraj and Raina, 2 left-handers to come in. Tom, so you think it's the left-hand, right-hand combination rather than Dhoni plays Sri Lanka well, his highest score, 180 odd against Sri Lanka?
I think it'd have to be both, but I think firstly and mostly would have to be the left and right-hander, particularly against spin. It just creates a question to both spinners. You know, otherwise they can just settle in on the same line, the same length. Murali bowls around the wicket, creating an angle to the right-hander. And the left-hander, his line's going to be completely different.
Tossed up, tried to go for the fine sweep. He wants to settle for 1. This will be a big test for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Everything he's touched has turned to gold. Here is that wicket again. Leading edge, brilliant from Dilshan. Absolutely brilliant. You could argue that the non-striker could maybe have just helped Virat Kohli there a little bit. Gambia could have turned the other way. and got into Dilshan's way.
You want me to believe, Nas, what's happened after the toss this afternoon? You wanted Gambhir to turn the other way.
Anyway, get in the way of the catch.
I think it all happened too quickly.
India still have enough batting to come with the likes of Yuvraj and Raina to follow. That's the catch again. It's brilliant. The reaction time was brilliant. And to be honest, Gautam Gambhir moved out of the way.
Exactly, that's my point. Gambhir should be moving in the way, not getting out the way. End of the over, 117 for 3.
So Dilshan doing a good job with Murali. He's a terrific all-round cricketer. Very dynamic at the top of the order with the bat. Very useful as a part-time spinner and an outstanding fielder anywhere you put him. Dilshan continues. Gambhir hits a wide of point looking for 2 and he'll comfortably get there.
The important part of this run chase is that India has never been behind the run rate, and that's been the good quality of this batting right throughout the tournament. They've lost wickets every time but has still managed to put a score on the board. Hit down to mid-wicket for a single. He's looked in fine touch, Gautam Gambhir.
But he must go on with it. Saurav, he must go on and get a big score, particularly now he's lost Kohli, who was at the crease and established 2. He's the one that's got to get the big 100 to see this home for India.
Gambhir does get in the way on that occasion. He's hurt himself. Dilshan has dived into his shin.
Just looking at the reaction time of Dilshan, it was firmly hit by Dhoni, and he did very well to get there close to the ball. I like the intent of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He knows it's a big game. He hasn't had a good tournament so far. Could it be his night?
Well, all eyes on him as we look at that collision again. Everything he's touched has turned to gold. Dhoni is #1 in the world in test matches, one dayers now India. IPL, Chennai Super Kings won it. Champions League they won. World 2020 they won under Dhoni. Can they win the World Cup under Dhoni? Mr. Cool needs to put in a performance though. The Iceman needs to soak up this pressure.
It's interesting you say Mr. Cool. I think it's just natural. I think that's just his genuine nature. He seems very relaxed, and I think the team around him responds very well to that.
End of the over, 122 for 3.
Yeah, so
Gambhir 59 of 70 deliveries with 4 sixes. Gambhir 59, Dhoni 1. The king of spin, Matai Muralitharan, still has 7 overs left. 3 overs for 8 so far. 7 overs left, 42 deliveries, legal deliveries left for Sri Lanka. What can he do? Can he spin his magic? Has he still got it? Has he still got the zip and the mystery about him to run through India here?
It'll also be important to see India's tactics to Muralitharan. Will they take him on, or they're happy to take 2 or 3 and over from him? His economy has been 2.4 so far. the tactics of Gambhir and Dhoni and Yuvraj and Raina. Very important to watch. They're all fantastic players of spin. There you see getting to the pitch and hitting it to mid-wicket, will be looking for two. Dhoni is quick between the wickets, but stick to one.
Yeah, Pereira at deep mid-wicket did a very good job coming in on that one. That looked like there could have been two. Now this is Murali from front on. Now we know that he has had issues with his groin. And one of the things I've noticed just watching him bowl over the last couple of games is that he's not driving that back leg through as much as he would normally. And a lot of that's to do with the injury that he has in his groin, and that will create a lot of pressure with regards to the revolutions he'd like to get on the ball. So he's not spinning it as much as he normally would. You know, ideally, whether you're bowling pace or you're bowling spin, you want that back leg, that leading leg, to really drive through the crease to allow you to get a lot of pace through the ball if you're bowling quick, or in his case bowling spin a lot of revolutions on the ball.
124 for 3. Yeah, Tom, I had a good read of a tweet earlier that said Murali's moving as if he retired 10 years ago. That's how the body's looking at the moment. The amount of deliveries he must have bowled and the effort he puts into every single delivery, eventually it's got to take its toll, and I think it has done on that old body of his. But the figures are still excellent. 4 overs for 10. Might be trying to play him out, India.
So Dilshan to continue into the attack. He's into his 4th over now. And a wonderful job. He's picked up an important wicket. And he's going at just over 5 and over.
So I can ask you about Murali. How do India play him? And B, 4 overs for 10. Do you think there'd have been a meeting and a chat saying we'll play him out, make sure he doesn't get any wickets, let him just go for 40 and score off the other bowlers?
I'm sure they'll have spoken about it. But the key is, how long will they have to wait? The asking rate 6 and over already. They really don't want it to go to 7s and 8s, and Murali will bowl a lot of overs from now on. 25 overs. Murali has got 6 and Malinga has got 6, so 50% of the overs will be bowled by them. So India will have to be very careful. They have dominated Murali in the past. Various players have come and gone. They've attacked Murali. But Murali has developed as a bowler. He was a different bowler when he didn't have the Dusra. It's become even harder to hit once he's developed the ball which goes away from the right-hander.
I think that's why it would be a mistake just to sit on him, because you play him off 10 overs, thank you, none for 40 or 1 for 40, and you'll have a big sigh of relief, and Malinga will come on for his 6 overs. So there is no let-up. And he will get wickets, so you've got to be very careful about that run rate when you're playing against Sri Lanka.
He's also human, and he feels pressure like anyone, and if you can apply pressure on him, you must do it, but you must play within your strengths. If you're a strong sweeper, we'll get down and sweep him. If you use your feet well, we'll be confident to get down the wicket and hit him down the ground.
Gambia is a very good player of spin. Both of these are. End of the over, 128 for 3. Scores are just slightly coming closer together. Sri Lanka at this stage with the partnership of Sangakkara and